What makes one show no regret after cheating? They've constructed a story in their head of why what they did was justified. People can be very good at deluding themselves. If they know regrets, then the relationship didn't mean shit, to be honest. In their mind, they've upgraded and are moving on. They had a foot out the door since they found someone to cheat with. Inability to take responsibility for one's choices. A cheater says, "You made me cheat. You didn't speak up. You didn't meet my needs." Without owning up to and accepting choices that led up to cheating, there can be no true regret. Cheating isn't an accident. Conscious choices have to be made. One does not simply fall into pussy or onto dick. So a cheater can't feel regret until they accept that they chose to cheat. Narcissism. When you're the villain in their story, they think they didn't cheat and gaslight you into believing you're the problem for thinking they cheated. Source: personal experience. Because they care about their own feelings more than yours. Simple. Because they want to have their cake and eat it too, and because they just don't care. Different moral values than you. All these answers sound like my ex-wife. Glad I took her to court and got my dog back. Feeling entitled and like it was their fault they forced you into having to in the first place. It's hard to feel regret when you feel like you're actually the victim, and it was their fault anyway. Those people are wrong, but that's the mindset neutral face. Delusion. Not having any regret they did it. People who do wrong things don't think about the consequences or the suffering of those around them. They think about their own enjoyment. A thief does not think about the bank he is robbing losing money. She wasn't giving me none. Passing the test and getting away with it. A good liar finds best justification for their actions. They make up to themselves they never actually liked their partner, so it doesn't really count as cheating. My needs weren't met. The guilty don't feel guilty. They learn not to. No effects. Same rationale for anything that goes against moral code. Either psychopathy, e.g. that part of the brain didn't develop, or sociopathy, they just don't care, or inner guilt, but masked to try and convince themselves it wasn't a moment of mental weakness. Normal people like with feelings and emotions us tend to forget that there are genuine evil people in this world who don't care about how others feel. Some people regret getting caught more than they regret cheating. Those are two very different things. They're emotionally disconnected, feel unappreciated, lonely, or stuck, and they don't value the bond anymore. Some also lack empathy or have zero accountability, just justify it to themselves like the relationship was already over anyway. Because for whatever reason, they were already far checked out of the relationship. Cheating is just another way of leaving. Sometimes,